Yassas, and welcome to another delicious recipe on GreekRecipes.tv. Today you'll find out how easy it is to make octopus saganaki. Octopus, ouzo, and feta cheese, three very popular Greek ingredients. When fused together, makes a super special dish that's unforgettable. Okay, first step. We need aluminum foil and parchment paper. I've already gone ahead and cut them into 4 servings, and we're gonna go ahead and grab 2 octopus tentacles per serving and lay them straight onto the paper. Now, as you can see, we don't need to put anything onto the octopus. Just wrap them up. Fold them over, straight into a baking sheet. Octopus can be tough if not tenderized before cooking. So how do you tenderize octopus? There's 2 ways. The traditional way, by hurling it against the rocks like the fishermen do. And the second is by simmering it into a pot or baking it. Now, for today's purposes, we'll go with the second version, much easier. Now, all we need to do is pop them in a 400-degree oven for 30-35 minutes. All right, so let's check and see if they're ready. Now be very careful when you open these, because lots of steam's gonna come out just like it did from the oven. All right, make sure you have some tongs with you because they're gonna be hard to handle. Now, do you see all these juices? It's completely normal, so you don't need to worry. And now we're gonna cut them in a 1/3 to a 1/2 inch piece in size. All right, next step, we need to heat up some extra virgin olive oil in a saute pan. Turning it on a medium-high heat. We're gonna go ahead and add these in there. I'm gonna go ahead and cut 1 yellow bell pepper. Take out the inner core. You don't need to be fancy. See this part? Make sure you get rid of this part as well, just using your knife. Okay, we're gonna toss these in. Look at that, it's already looking beautiful. We're gonna move on with our green bell pepper. And we're gonna add these in there as well. Now we need to let this saute for just a couple of minutes. We want the peppers to soften up a little bit. Okay, now for our next easy step. We're just gonna add 1 large tomato chopped up coarsely, just like we did our bell peppers. Give it a good little mix. And we want to saute this for about 4 minutes. Just enough for the tomatoes to soften. Okay, now for Greece's most prized and popular beverage, ouzo. It tastes like black licorice, but watch out because it has about a 40 to 45% alcohol ratio. But don't worry, it tastes great. So we're adding 1 shot. And we're gonna let it saute for about another couple of minutes. Okay, now we're gonna add 1 3/4 cup of diced tomatoes and its tomato sauce. Stir this a little bit. And a pinch of salt, and of course some fresh black pepper. We're gonna let this saute for about another 10 minutes. We're almost done. We need to add 1 cup of crumbled feta cheese, about 1½ tablespoons of oregano. Now make sure that you rub it between your fingers like I'm doing, because this is the only way that you can release the oils in the oregano. We're gonna add some lemon zest. I wish you could be here to smell the aromas. And last but not least, our parsley, about a 1/2 cup. Now we can turn off the heat and let it set for a couple of minutes. Now I'm going to show you how the Greeks drink ouzo. Let's add our ice. Top it off with some ouzo and just a little bit of water. As you can see, once we added the water, a white, cloudy precipitation formed. The anise oils that lie within the ouzo are incapable of dissolving when mixed with water, which cause the color to change. Now this dish has a whole lot of charm. It's tender and it's stunningly well cooked. And along with its chaperone, ouzo, this delicious meze octopus saganaiki is definitely going to be the talk at your table. See you next time for another delicious recipe on GreekRecipes.tv. Yamas!